Welcome to this Skill Builder session on considering the question. Before starting to plan and research an essay, it's a good idea to spend some time considering the question. That way you can make sure that you fully understand the question, which will help you to decide on what to research and how to formulate your argument. Students frequently lose marks for not fully answering or considering the question. By the end of this tutorial, you'll understand how to unpick an essay question and know how to consider an essay question within its context. When unpicking a question, you should look out for three elements: the topic, any limiting or defining factors, and the instruction, that is, what to do with the topic. Here's an example of a question. Explore how and why the victim's role in the criminal justice system has changed over time. The first thing you'll notice is that this is not a question. It does not have a question mark. Many questions are actually instructions, but we still call them questions. Okay, let's unpick it. The topic is the victim's role in the criminal justice system. So you should research the criminal justice system, but only where it relates to the victim's role. A student in a hurry might read, explore how and why the criminal justice system has changed over time. They may end up writing a good essay, but will not get the marks as they have not answered the question. Next, let's look at the defining, limiting factors. They should help you narrow down your research. In this question they are how and why and has changed over time. This leaves us with explore, which is the instruction. Many, but not all questions have instruction verbs, such as compare, analyse, discuss. Even though these are common verbs, they may have a more specific meaning when used in an essay question. At the end of this tutorial, there's a link to an online study guide explaining the meaning of different essay instruction verbs. So what does explore mean? It means to question a topic, to give an overview of all viewpoints and the evidence used before providing your own argument. Consequently, the question could be read as: consider different viewpoints and the evidence provided on how and why the victim's role in the criminal justice system has changed over time, before you provide your own argument based on evidence and reading. Let's move on to the defining or limiting factors. How and why. How, in what way? Why, because of who or what. Has changed over time. This is an assumption. You don't need to establish whether or not it has changed. But you do need to understand what over time refers to. Is it the last 10 years, 50 years, 100 years? Or since a particular event, new legislation or policy, for example? You may want to include this question on your to be researched list. Now let's take a closer look at the actual topic, the victim's role in the criminal justice system. Depending on what you already know about this subject, you may want to start with broader questions such as how does the criminal justice system work, before attempting to understand the particular role of the victim. Where is the victim in the criminal justice system? What is the role of the victim in relation to what? What can a victim do or not do? And so on. Then think about the other factors, how and why, and the changes over time. From what to what? Because of who or what? To get a better understanding of what your lecturer would like you to focus on, consider the question within the context of the module. Why were you asked to consider this question on this module? What is this module about? The best thing to do is to go onto Moodle and look at the module's brief or outline and learning outcomes. They indicate what you should learn on the module. Hopefully, by considering the wider context, which may include current or historical events, you should now have a better understanding of what to research for your essay. You should now be able to unpick an essay question by identifying and thinking about the topic, any limiting or defining factors, and the instruction. Know how to consider your essay question within its context, and be able to generate a list of questions for your research. If there's anything you don't understand, please book an appointment or contact us at learning@kent.ac.uk. Thank you for watching this Skill Builder video on considering the question. For guidance on a broader range of academic skills, please follow the QR link to our website, where you can view more of our Skill Builder sessions or book a one-to-one appointment with a SLAS advisor.